Hi, I'm Sam from Syntaur, and if you own a Korg Electribe, specifically the EMX-1 or the ESX-1, I've got some good news for you. These are great machines, but you may find that after years of use, the buttons are becoming unresponsive. Here's what's going on. The buttons are in strips like this, rubber strips, and on the back of each button are these black lines, black dots. Those are carbon contacts. And what happens is after lots of use, those contacts start wearing out. So the answer is replace these button strips. The problem is that these button strips haven't been available for years. The good news though is that Syntaur has just remanufactured these. And the even better news is they're really easy to install. This is something you could do in an afternoon and get your Electribe back up running as good as new. Here's how you do it. The first step is to remove the slider knob and all of the rotary knobs. Just grab each one and pull straight up away from the panel. And by the way, if you have the blue EMX-1, all of the procedures here are exactly the same. Next, using a 3/32 Allen wrench or hex wrench, remove those 10 shiny silver screws from the front panel. Then simply lift the faceplate away and set it aside. Now you'll see a bunch of black screws, but just leave those in place. The only ones you need to remove are the 4 gold-colored screws around the tube housing. Once you remove these 4 screws, the panel board will come loose. But it's connected on the left side by a number of cables, so just fold it over to the left as if you were opening the cover of a book. Then just lay the panel on your work surface. With the front panel laid out like this, the next step is to remove this circuit board, and it's held in by 17 black screws, each of which is marked on the circuit board by a handy-dandy white circle. But before we take those screws out, we need to disconnect the ribbon controller, which goes into this white connector right here. This connector has a white lock housing that slides front to back, and the trick to releasing the flex cable is to grab the housing on both sides and slide it toward you. Once you do that, you can simply slip the flex cable out of that connector. Now, remove all 17 black screws from the circuit board. Once all the screws are out, flip the circuit board back over to the right. Then you can simply lift the button strips out of the plastic panel. Put the new button strips into place. It might take some gentle wiggling to get them seated in the panel correctly. Once they are all laying flat, flip the circuit board back into place. Then put the 17 black screws back in, 1 screw in each white circle. Slip the ribbon controller's flex cable back into the white connector. Then push the white housing away from you to lock the flex cable into place. Flip the panel assembly back over. And if you like, you can power the Electribe up at this point to make sure everything is working. Then reinstall the 4 gold-colored screws around the tube housing. Then lay the faceplate back into place and secure it with the 10 shiny hex screws. Finally, push the knobs back into place. Once the knobs are back on, your Electribe is ready for a new life.